Kaoru, what the hell?
Hikaru crawled over his brother and pinned him to the couch with fake tears streaming in its face.
Why'd you kiss her? I thought you...
Hikaru, I didn't kiss her.
Kaoru looked at Hikaru concerned.
She kissed me, and I had to let her. She said if I didn't, she'd post a video of us playing our punishment games. Hikaru hugged Kaoru and buried his face in Kyoyo's shoulder.
I thought you didn't like me anymore.
You're right. I don't like you. Hikaru stopped hugging Kaoru and looked at him with a frown on his face and sad eyes. Hikaru, I love you. He smiled and pulled his brother down into a hug.
The girls looked at the two with hearts as eyes. It's like a robot. I love you too, Kaoru.
Hikaru pulled away and smiled at Kaoru. They were interrupted by a blonde with velvet eyes making announcements. I'm sorry, princesses, but unfortunately the host club is done for today. We do hope to see you tomorrow.
The girls got up and said bye to their hosts. When all the girls left, the twins sighed and looked at each other with loving eyes. That wasn't supposed to be part... Oh.
That wasn't supposed to be part of the act, Hikaru. Why'd you add that in randomly?
Kaoru crossed his arms and looked at Hikaru, smiling.
Hikaru replied with a cheesy grin. Oh, really?
Kaoru giggled.
Because you would be jealous. Let's test that,
he said, in a teasing manner with an evil smirk.
Oh, Haruhi,
Kaoru sung. Kaoru?
Hikaru looked at Kaoru with a sad face. I'm only teasing.
Kaoru came closer to Hikaru and caressed his cheek.
I would never really do that to you. Like I said, I love you.
Kaoru gave Hikaru a quick peck on the lips.
I knew it!
Takuma pointed at the two of them.
I knew you two really had something going on.
Well, we all knew, Tama-chan.
Honey says, taking a bite of his cake like it was no big deal.
Well, except you, I guess.
Kyoya pushed his glasses up the bridge of his nose.
They didn't tell you because you overreact about everything.
Do not!
Takuma huffed and sulked in a corner. Exactly my point. You are all free to go. Tamaki, you stay.
Hikaru and Kaoru were the first to leave the room. They ran downstairs holding hands and rushed out the door to the limo. Hikaru got in first and pressed the button so they were in privacy. He hated the driver always looking back there. He sat to the right by the window and Kaoru sat in the middle. The limo left the school and started to head towards the Hitachin Manor. Hikaru just stared out the window as Kaoru sat next to him, sleeping with his head on Hikaru's shoulder. Hikaru looked at his brother and smiled at him.
He's so cute.
The limo suddenly ran over a huge bump, causing Kaoru to wake up. What the?
Kaoru moaned, still tired.
Stupid driver can't even let me sleep. Hikaru suddenly sat on Kaoru's lap, straddling him as he looked in Kaoru's beautiful eyes.
You'll get over it.
Hikaru smiled at the younger twin and leaned closer to make sure they were an inch apart. What are you doing?
Kaoru stuttered as his cheeks turned a bright pink.
Hikaru closed a gap between the two. He licked Kaoru's lip and was granted access. Hikaru and Kaoru fought for dominance, which Hikaru quickly won. Hikaru explored every inch of Kaoru's mouth and slowly pulled away to breathe. Hikaru started to grind their erections against each other's. Hikaru.
Kaoru moaned.
Hikaru kissed Kaoru while he continued to grind against his brother. Hikaru, stop. We can't.
Kaoru moaned.
Hikaru did as he was asked and sat next to his brother, looking out the window. When the twins got to their manor, Hikaru ran into the house, not even waiting for Kaoru. He ran into his in Kaoru's room, slamming the door behind him and jumping on his bed on his side of the bed.
Kaoru closed the door and locked. Oh. Kaoru sighed and walked up to their room and slowly entered the room.
Hikaru, what's wrong?
Kaoru closed the door and locked it while slowly walking to the bed and sitting on his own side. I don't feel too good, but I'll be okay. Please just go.
Hikaru pulled the blanket over his head and felt an arm wrap around him and bring him to Kaoru.
No.
No. I'm staying with you, Hikaru. Hikaru pulled the blanket down so that his eyes could be seen, and he turned to face his brother. Kaoru smiled at Hikaru.
Kaoru smiled at Hikaru, then got up and started to dress for bed. He pulled off his pants and shirt, smirking, knowing that Hikaru was watching. Kaoru pulled on his pants, then jumped in the bed and hugged Hikaru.
Hikaru snuggled closer too and pressed his head to Kaoru's chest.
Kaoru, I'm sorry.
Why? Hikaru pulled away from the bed hug and looked Kaoru.
For what I did in the limo. I'm sorry. Kaoru chuckled and moved the hair out of Hikaru's face.
You shouldn't be sorry.
You want me to read that?
Mm-hmm.
He leaned toward Kaoru and kissed him.
It was fine with me.
Then why do you say stop?
Because I don't want my first time to be in a limo.
Kaoru smiled.
I know if I didn't say stop soon, I wouldn't be able to resist you.